this is our first time meeting, this channel is all about womanhood, marriage, and today, financial literacy, I guess. So definitely consider subscribing. But today I wanted to talk with y'all and help you out as far as preparing your family for a sudden loss of income. And I guess that title's a little off, not necessarily preparing, but how to handle it when it happens. If this is, if this is our first time meeting, my name is Rakia, Raki for short. I'm a homemaker, a content creator. I spontaneously quit my 9-to-5 just before Thanksgiving 2018. And I was looking around for a resource like this to kind of help you with how to think about things and what concepts there are as far as dealing with a sudden loss of income. There's a lot about budgeting. Good morning, Nastello. It's good to see you. There's a lot about budgeting and things like that. But as far as the thought process, I didn't see much for that. So that's what I'm going to be looking into today. Subscribe for more. All right. So the first thing that I want to let you know is what my goal is for today. I want you to be able to plan effectively as you transition from a 2-income family to a 1-income family. So if I wasn't very clear on that, that's exactly the people that I'm talking to this morning. If you had 2 incomes and all of a sudden you're down to just one, this is going to help you as far as preparing to plan for that kind of situation. And my next video is going to really help you with looking at your numbers, but this is the first step. So you want to watch this one first and then come back for more later. So yeah, awesome. I'm new to this, so all this technology makes it hard for me to figure out how to do. Okay, so what you'll need to learn with me today, all you need is pencil, paper, calculator, a little bit of honesty, and the will to do it. It's not that hard to survive with 1 income. We've been doing it for a couple months now. It's just a matter of your will. If you don't have the will to do it, you probably won't get it done. So, and that's a cute little gift. I got some, I don't know if it's GIF or GIF. I don't know. Don't laugh at me, but they're sprinkled around to keep you entertained. Okay. But yeah, the main thing you really want to remember is just this video is scratching the surface. The full financial course that I'm going to make for you guys is really going to dive into specific details. There's steps that must be taken when there's a spontaneous loss of income. This is the first of those. And so yeah, like I said, get your will together and let's talk about this. If I can get the thing to change. Okay, so first we're going to talk about the obvious question that comes up anytime anyone is thinking about a sudden loss of income. What about finances? The first thing, that's what I'm going to go ahead and address, right? So how do you prep for a sudden loss of income financially? In an ideal world, you know, you've been saving a little bit of your income and you have 6 to 8 months of your expenses already saved up. But I mean, when I quit my job, my husband and we didn't have any money saved up and we were losing about half of our income. So I'm going to address the people who are in that kind of situation. You don't really have a lot of savings and you're losing some of your income. It's possible to survive it. We survived and we're very happy. And I want to help other people be able to survive it as well. So when you're talking about finances, before we even talk about money, first and foremost, you need to go ahead and de-stress and declutter. And I know you're like, what does this have to do with money? I'm going to tell you. So you need to clean out your house. You need to clean out your car. You need to clean out your life. This is like, most people, when they lose their income, they feel like they're like at ground zero, right? You feel like you're at the bottom and there's only up from here. But you need to prepare yourself to be able to receive what's coming for you next. Right? When you're at your lowest low, that means that you're going up. If you're not able to receive what's coming, you're going to stay where you are. So definitely clean out your house, clean your car, your life, de-stress, declutter, because that's going to help you be more disciplined and be more prepared to receive what's coming in the future. Now, about money, so regardless of, let me change the slide if I know how. There we go. Nope, go back. Went too fast. I'm going too fast. I don't know how to do this on my phone, I guess. I'm like on my phone There we go. So regardless of your savings, if the one income is not enough for you to live off of, it doesn't matter how much money you have saved up, you're going to burn through it if you can't live off of the income you have. So if it's not enough, you need to acquire additional income. You need to look into government assistance. You need to make lifestyle changes, right? Because you have to have something that's enough for you to survive off of. Of these three options here, the easiest is to just make lifestyle changes, but it's the least appealing and the one that the majority of people are really the least willing to do, like just not willing to make these changes. And if you're not willing to make the changes, I mean, it's going to be really hard for you to make this type of transition, because the main point that you have to remember, let's see, how do I type? I don't know. There we go. The main thing that you need to remember is that you need to maintain a lifestyle that is below your means. And you can't care what anybody thinks about it. You can't care if anyone's making fun of you, if people think that you're poor, whatever the case. Maintain a lifestyle that is below your means. That's how simple the financial part of it is. Don't spend more money than you're earning. Bottom line. So we can move on. Next, we're going to talk about entertainment. So when you're starting to talk about having a lifestyle that's below your means, the first thing you've got to start simplifying, because we're really going to simplify life today when we lose that income. The first thing you want to do is look at your entertainment. You're not going to like where this is going, but hey, we got to do it. So with entertainment, let's avoid the things on the left side. Well, I guess left side, you're gonna completely avoid those things, especially when you first lose that income. You want to avoid them until you are able to find an income to where you have a little bit to save to get to like movie theaters and shopping malls and theme parks, going out to the club, and you know, even those themed parties where it's like, hey, come over so I can sell you all this stuff that I'm selling. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to tell your family, your friends, your associates, your girlfriends, whoever. You got to tell them, no, I can't do that. I'm not able to do that right now. Okay? And you're going to immediately be met with some like, what? Huh? I don't understand what you're doing, what you're saying. But avoid it. You have to stay away from it. Otherwise, you're gonna dig a deeper hole. Or if you didn't have a hole to start with, you're going to dig the hole. Instead, try entertaining yourself and your family with things like puzzles. Go to Dollar Tree. They actually have a ton of puzzles, and puzzles are so good. They're therapeutic. They're relaxing. Spending time with your family. We do a family movie night. If your family has something that it does every once in a while, maybe you can start doing that a little bit more frequently. Some free fun crafts. You can teach each other something. You can reach. Instead of having cable TV, maybe let YouTube be your TV for a while. Stream your shows online. Come and watch me. Go and watch someone else that you like. Like my friend Nastello. He has a really awesome channel. His videos are really interesting. So find other ways to entertain yourself that are free and that you enjoy. And the basics of this whole thing with the entertainment is really just a simplified lifestyle is going to require simplified entertainment. I know how it feels, but you gotta let it go. I know it's like, what? No, you gotta let it go. Let it go. Bottom line. No more, no less. All right, so next we're going to talk about how you do your grocery shopping. Yeah, you're going to have to change that. You're going to have to change how you do that. Your grocery shopping is going to have to be simplified. Here's my suggestion for how to handle the grocery shopping once you've really lost a little bit of your income. First, you can't be going to the grocery store every day, and you also can't be planning your meals for the whole month. You can't do either one of those. I mean you can. They're not the most efficient and effective way, in my opinion, to do that. So you want to plan your meals for about 6 or 7 days, just a week. Keep them frugal, keep them healthy. Before you leave the house, write down what you need. You don't want to leave out of the house and be like, it's up here. You're going to wind up spending $237 on snacks, okay? You have to have your list. As far as snacking, speaking of such, your snacks don't need to be potato chips, fruit snacks, all kinds of roll-ups and candies and cookies and cakes. buy healthier snacks that are going to keep you full and that are going to sustain you and give you more nutritional value. Sandwiches, fruits, nuts, berries, those kinds of things are so awesome for snacking on, and you actually feel fuller for longer, and you're not going to gain all that bloatedness and that extra weight snacking on that stuff. Just my opinion. If you got to have something other than water, opt for a juice that you can make. I love to make Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid gets a bad rep, but it's holding us down over here, and it's very, very affordable. Try generic brands. A lot of generic brands right on the labeling. Jeez, I keep hitting the microphone. Sorry. A lot of generic brands, like right on the labeling, tell you what their product is comparable to. So, I don't know if you get like the great value at Walmart. It's like, I don't know, some name brand that costs more. That's what I'm talking about. So look at those generic brands, and then I would suggest go grocery shopping one time a week and get everything you need in that one trip. And then the next week, go again. You set that day. That is the best way to do it. You're gonna be able to plan out your meals far enough out so that you're wasting the least amount of food. You're spending just enough for everybody to eat for that 1 week. And it works out really well for my family. I hope it helps your family out as well. Bottom line for this section here is just that your grocery list it may be affected by your lifestyle changes, and that's okay. You're better off eating less food than opting for cheaper, crappy food. Okay? I know you like, what? Huh? Eat less food. Yes, you are better off eating less than opting for the crap that costs $1 so that you can have more food in your house. 'Cause that stuff's not food. So, it's okay if your grocery list is a little bit affected by the lifestyle change. You'll survive. We did. So next I want to talk about your purchasing, and this is the last section that I'm going to address today, which are purchasing. It's how you're buying things, right? We want to talk about how we are buying things. Let's take a look at it. Did I hit it? Okay, so you're going to have to change how you consume. You want to avoid when you're going to buy things, whether it's clothes, whether it's food, anything. Don't go to malls and brand stores. You don't want to go without your list. You don't want to just spend your money all willy-nilly, okay? When you buy something, reconcile with your account. Make note of what you bought so that you're aware of how much you have left. In my opinion, the best way to do that is to buy things with cash. I don't swipe the card very much because it's easy to swip and swipe, and then next thing you know, all your money's gone. How'd that happen? You want to avoid financing, credit, $1 down, first 90 days, same as cash. All of that, stay away from it. Do not use it. It is not helping you. That whole concept is, hey, I can't afford this thing, so I'm going to pay you more for it. Don't, just stay away from it. Stay away from, if you get the impulse to buy something and it's not on the list that you went to the store with, don't buy it. That's not what you came here for. And avoid paying full price for things. Maybe if you see something in a store that wasn't on your list, so you didn't buy it, you can maybe look it up on Amazon and see if it's for a cheaper price. Usually it is. Or maybe it's on sale somewhere else, or maybe we can wait until that goes on clearance to buy it. And then also avoid comfort shopping. A lot of people buy things just to feel better, just because they're bored, just because spending money feels good. You want to avoid that. Don't do that. No, don't do it. I don't know how else to tell you not to do that besides telling you don't do that. But thrift stores, oh my gosh, use it. Offer up, let go. These are actually really, I've gotten a lot of awesome things. This chair, I got this chair brand new from OfferUp, and this chair usually retails at over $150 or something like that, and I only got it for $40. So utilizing OfferUp, and you use those things. Plan for larger purchases. So if you know you're going to buy something that costs a lot of money, maybe you can put a little bit of money aside for a few weeks, as opposed to making that huge purchase right now and putting yourself into a financial bind. We're working on how we think, okay? This first video is really just thinking how we are moving and shifting in this kind of situation. And, try and incorporate all your shopping into the one day a week with the groceries. That way you are focused. It's the one day you're out, you run all those errands as far as consumption, and then you bring it back to the house and you can work on home. But the bottom line, as far as how you're purchasing and how you're consuming, is that you are making the most of every single dollar that you spend. It's important. You just lost some income here, so you have to adjust. You have to, unless you're making just so much money that the income that you lost doesn't even affect you at all. For us, we lost half of our income. I don't know, you're here and you're still watching at this point because you probably have had a loss of income. So depending on how much you've lost, I don't know. But I think for everybody, it's important to make the most out of every dollar that you spend. Yep. So at the end of the day, you're going to be fine. Your family's going to be fine. If you're doing the right things. And the right thing is that you're going to have to make some lifestyle changes. But just believe that everything's going to be okay and that you're going to be just fine. And it's going to be easier to do that. Don't worry about what anybody is thinking, okay? Don't worry about what anybody is saying. Just do the right thing. Cut off everything you have to cut off. Get rid of everything you have to get rid of to make it work. The majority of stuff that we have is luxury anyway. Online, this video that you're watching, whatever you're watching it on, that's a luxury. At the end of the day, you don't need it if it's hindering you financially. Okay, so keep that in mind. Let me see. All right, so I am at the end here. Just want to see if there are any questions. I know the first question that I excuse me, I have a pre-submitted question here, and it says, how do you suggest handling how to tell people about your loss of income? Would you ask for help? Well, when you have a loss of income, first and foremost, you do need to tell people who need to know. So if you know that you've got all these bills coming up, but you need to save a little bit of that money because you don't have any more coming in, or you have half of what you had coming in, or a third or a quarter, you need to call, be proactive, call those companies, tell them, hey, I ain't got it, okay? And don't be ashamed to do it. It happens to more people than you can imagine. Call who you need to call. Definitely be transparent about it. And that lies into don't worry about what other people are going to think. Don't be afraid of that. You just live your truth. If the truth is you don't have the money to pay that right now and you can pay it in a few weeks, that's your truth. Call them and let them know. All right? So thank you guys so much for checking in with me. You are always supportive. I hope this video was really, really helpful. Let me see. I got to get to my clothes page. There we go. I'm going to wait for my tree. There it is. So thank you for spending a little time with me this morning. I hope this video was helpful with handling a sudden loss of income. Like I said, this is more looking at the mindset of handling things and what concepts you're going to have to grasp in order to really make this happen. My future videos will start looking at really budgeting, how to budget, where to put your different categories and percentages of your money. So if you want to see more videos just like this one, be sure to like below, subscribe, ring the bell so that you don't miss the video when I put the video up. But other than that, I am so glad we had a chance to talk. Don't forget, all that is possible for you, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.